All right, I want to do a quick video. In this material, the material from True Master, I referenced the book, the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. I referenced that book, and just for the record, True Master is not based on this material. However, again, like the Kabbalion, True Master is describing what we call the mind of nature, right? So much like the Kabbalion, the Tao Te Ching is talking about pretty much the same thing. It's just describing it in slightly different language. The Tao, as described in Taoism, as described by Lao Tzu, is consolidating multiple principles as one. In our model, we address a multitude of principles. We just categorize them singularly when they get to a certain level as masculine or feminine principles. Just like how in the Egyptian system or what have you, or in various deity systems, you have so-called, for lack of a better way of putting it, gods and goddesses, or masculine and feminine representations of principles. So in the Tao Te Ching, this is similar to how you have manifestations of the Tao in forces that are either yin or yang. And then you break it on down to the 5 elements and all that stuff like that in the language of Taoism. But when we talk about masculine and feminine principles for our purposes, the concept of the Tao swallows all that up. All the masculine and feminine principles are swallowed up in the Tao. When you consolidate masculine and feminine, you arrive at what Lao Tzu is calling the Tao. Okay, so the most relevant aspect of this, right, the punchline of this whole thing really would be the fact that Kung Fu, what's commonly referred to as Kung Fu or hard work over time, is based on Taoism, or more specifically, it's based on Chan Buddhism in China and Zen Buddhism in Japan. All right. In the concept of Kung Fu, it is typically attributed to martial arts. However, any skilled person who has a craft is practicing Kung Fu. So when you get into concepts like doctors, lawyers, craftsmen, sculptors, surgeons, anybody like that, their craft is considered their Kung Fu. So I just want to use this opportunity to kind of take that out of the context. So this is why we stress applying this system to a craft. The same concept of synchronicity is found within another Chinese concept, feng shui. And feng shui has like a chart, so-called, it's called the Bagua. So I mean, you can look into that. But in True Master, we filter a craft through energetic language and arrive at a level of correspondence that is universally applicable. So basically what we're doing, we're just that kind of feeds back into some of the earlier videos that we were talking about how you can take this system and you can filter it through a craft, whatever it is that you do, and you'll come out on the other side. You'll decrypt the information from the universe, from so-called the river of changes in the language that we use, and it'll come out with some applicable information that you can apply to the rest of your life, whether it be helping you raise your family, whether it be dealing with people, helping you out in your relationships with people, and you'll learn what mistakes that you may be making if you're trying to achieve a goal, how to fix those mistakes. You'll learn them energetically, so if you make a specific mistake, you won't be puzzled. You'll be able to put it in a universal energetic context, and truthfully, you may have already solved that problem somewhere else in your life. So this universal energetic context helps to enable us to solve problems faster and also process larger amounts of information faster. Thank you.